Hello, good afternoon. You're watching Markets at Noon on 80 now. I'm Anisha Jain. With me would be Ajay Sharma. And for now, the color on the screen is green. Clearly, the market mood has actually turned quite positive. Nifty is very close to that 22,200 mark. The Bank Nifty continues to perform quite well as well. A bit subdued versus the frontline index, but nonetheless in the green. The mid-cap index too holding up comfortably with a gain of around 0.6%. We're also watching out for India Wix. It continues to be elevated, but there's not a huge spike on it today. It's just up around 1 to 2%, so above the mark of 20, but not a rapid double-digit rise that we were seeing over the course of last few days. We're also looking at Shriram Finance, particularly that deal has finally happened with respect to the sale of the housing finance company. 4,600 odd crore rupees is the consideration that Warburg is willing to pay. The stock has seen a positive reaction given the focus comes back to the core business, which continues to be vehicle finance as well as consumer lending for them. We're also watching it for Zomato. The stock had taken a bit of a tumble at start itself. Maybe that ESOP related dilution was weighing heavy, but from there the stock has recovered because brokerages have gone ahead and upped the target, so holding on to a cut of almost 2.5%. UPL, a complete reversal of what we saw yesterday. Yesterday when of course the earnings were out, the EBITDA growth guidance for FY25 was over 50%. That had the stock going up, but today there's some profit booking on UPL. Jefferies has of course cut the FY25 estimates of EPS by 44%, saying that industry headwinds are likely to continue. There are floods in Brazil as well, which is weighing heavy, and all of those reasons is the fact that UPL was down. JSPL, that's the other one on my radar. The standalone EBITDA per ton has come in higher than estimates, so watching out for that.